When you're over 50, you should not be a pick-me girl. And quite frankly, tonight there was a few too many in the house. Bianca and Gira, after some solo time with Bear, were positively grateful and giddy after he gave them a red rose. At some point, I'm hoping that one of the women will break the Bachelor matrix entirely, and when he says to them, "Will you accept this rose?" they will simply say, "Actually, no thanks, I've found some self-respect." On the episode tonight, first was the group date, and it was a horse riding activity, which gave Bear the opportunity to attempt to growl to camera, saying, "If they can control a horse, they should be able to control or tame me," not realising that he's coming across on camera as the human equivalent of Valium. This assessment was not helped by the fact that he looked tired and flat on his two camera pieces tonight, which does indicate that the cracking pace of reality TV may not be suited to a 61-year-old man who is in almost every scene. Bianca Dye clearly missed the memo when she was told the group date was horse riding, as she came wearing a leopard print lingerie type top, and this was confirmed when she quipped to the question that was asked of the ladies, "Are you ready to ride?" and she said, "Depends what we're riding." Lauren, a professional dressage manager, knew that if she did not shine on this horse riding date, it was lights out for her on the show, and she did unleash her full arsenal, literally, ensuring her $15,000 investments got their screen time. Fair enough, if you've paid for the special effects, you want them in the frame. And then later on the date, Bear, clearly thinking he was back at work on a corporate team bonding exercise, got them to muster cattle together. It was no surprise when Bianca, who had been moaning up until this point that she did not get enough Bear time, was picked for the after sunset date by the fire, sitting on a sofa that just happened to appear out of the middle of nowhere. But Bianca showed her pick-me-girl side when she gratefully gushed, "I don't get picked that often." We did see the vulnerable side to Bianca when she told Bear she used jokes to deflect, and she also talked about trying to have a baby for 10 years via IVF. And she also revealed that she was being told by some people that she cared for that she was too much. She needs to turn that around to say they could not appreciate me for the person that I am. She also revealed that deep down she did want to be the Disney princess when she pined, "I don't get the happy ever after." No surprise that she got the red rose at the end of the date and an underwhelming closed-mouthed kiss. This time on the solo date, it was Gira, the 52-year-old real estate businesswoman. She was in activewear, which was a perfect opportunity to show off her rocking body. She also subscribed to the mantra of, "If you've paid for it, flaunt it." The date was yoga, but with a twist, with Gira expressing her surprise when puppies turned up, not clocking that yoga instructor was wearing a puppy therapy t-shirt and thinking it must be normal to have a yoga class with a small white picket fence around you. Now, Bear did look mildly interested in Gira, or maybe it was a double shot of espresso he had before coming on set that morning, but he did look a bit perkier. The date then morphed into a picnic set up on the ground beside a tree where most of the neighbourhood dogs had cocked their leg. And it was Gira's turn to let her pick-me-girl side come out when she said, "Maybe I'm not what he's looking for, and I hope he likes me." Inevitably, she received a rose. Then it was time for the women's group therapy session, which highlighted that the most riveting TV is when Bear's not on screen. Host Sam Armitage, clearly in her life coach era, channeled her inner psychologist, courtesy of YouTube University, and got the women to unpack the ghosts of relationships past, aided by the unofficial Bachelor therapist, Wine. Hamida talked about dating online and confirmed what all men fear, that height does matter. Lauren said that intimacy changes and it gets better as able to communicate, though these women have also been having trouble finding anyone to actually communicate with. Terry, who in the first episode managed to diss her husband on TV about his infidelity, managed to double down on this tonight, saying that on one occasion when he took the kids to the Melbourne show, that they came home and said they met Dad's girlfriend today. And no, she did not kick him out straight away. But it's also over 20 years later and she's still crying about it. Jan, who's 65, also cried about her marriage breaking up at the age of 40. But she also revealed that she hung around while he had an affair for 3 years and revealed that his 40th birthday present to her was him proclaiming that he was giving up the mistress. feeling like she was a winner, but realising quickly that the prize was not worth it when she found out that he in fact had not broken up with the mistress. Is this when she became a transformation coach, whatever the hell that is? I'm presuming it's the next step up from being a life coach. Katrina at least gave her "I'm no doormat" speech when she revealed after 30 years she left her husband. No major drama, just that the marriage was dead. Though she did lose girl power points when she announced the former husband picked the size of her breasts because he was paying for them. Laura did not get asked about her dating past, but about her daughter, Abby Chatfield, and I thought this was pretty unfair. This woman's more than just her famous daughter, and it would have been good to hear more about her and her history. Kim announced that she was turning from MILF into GILF, that is, Grandma I'd Like to Fuck, when she realised there was a grandchild on the way. Hamida showed that she's not learnt from her past mistakes when she revealed she'd been married 3 times. Sam, to conclude the session, showed she was a girl's girl, proclaiming, "You're all wonderful." And if she has run off with Bear, it will show that she has not subscribed to the International Bond of Girls Code. Lauren, who was looking both competitive and desperate, bailed Gira up at the cocktail party and questioned her about the solo date, asking what he was like with puppies. Gira, taking her literally, thought it was about the dogs, when in fact Lauren was wondering if Bear had played with Gira's very voluptuous puppies. Katrina tried to get Bear's attention, but revealed that when she did get it, she did not know what to do with it. It took longer to get down the mansion's death trap stairs than their conversation did. She confirmed this at the rose ceremony when she said that the one-on-one date did not go very well. Sunny showed she was a favourite with the Batch as she got more one-on-one time with him, and she revealed that there had only been 2 men in her life: her husband, who she said she'd been an obedient Asian wife with, and a second partner who packed up while she was overseas for 6 months caring for her mother. The first 3 roses handed out were to Kim, Elizette, which was left field considering she got no airtime this episode, and Lauren. The pecks on the lips were about as warm as the kiss you'd get from your uncle on Christmas Day. And last 2 standing were Hamida and Katrina, with Hamida being eliminated. Seriously, you've had 3 husbands. I don't know why you were going for a 4th.